his face. Oh,
Yeah, look at this. New payment technology. I think it's scary. I think it's a bit weird. Let's see here. It's a bit slow today, the internet. Yeah, you see here? Paying with their face. Customers pose in front of a payment terminal fitted with a camera. The machine links an image of their face to a digital payment system. And that's it. She says it's been much easier for you. So you've got convenience, you know, that's the benefit. You don't have to take your wallet. You don't have to, nobody can steal your money, no? They can't take your head. But on the risky side is maybe your security, you know, the safety and the stealing of identity, you know, kind of crazy. We'll see. I don't think it's going to happen in Peru yet. You need the infrastructure, the technological infrastructure. But this is the idea that if TikTok is using your face as there's a potential for security risks. TikTok has exploded in popularity in recent months. Who has TikTok downloaded on their phone? No? Don't have TikTok?
Not.
I have TikTok.
Who's that? Carla? Cool. What do you watch on TikTok? Is it just people dancing, or do you watch English videos on TikTok? Because I know there are some English.
I watch the YouTubers.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTubers are fun, vlogs. You can go. I have a TikTok, so you can watch some of my videos on there. There is one of me dancing, but that was funny. Anyway, let's continue. TikTok has exploded in popularity in recent months. The video app, in which users share short videos set to music or dialogue, has been downloaded roughly 2 billion times. 2 billion times. And became the most downloaded app in the world in the first quarter of 2020. But TikTok is facing growing scrutiny. Ooh, that's a good one, scrutiny. Should we check it? Scrutiny as in criticism, I would say. I'd call it like criticism. Let's have a look. Critical observation or examination, scrutiny. So an example, every aspect of local government was placed under scrutiny. Think of another example. When I check your homework, I do it with scrutiny. You know, I'm checking every line. What else? Another example. I don't know. Usually, when people, if you take an IELTS exam, an international English exam, then you will be under a lot of scrutiny. There will be people really checking what you're like and how good is your English. So scrutiny, critical observation. It's a good word. Scrutiny.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Teacher,
yes,
I can go out.
Yes.
Yes, teacher, please. Thank you, teacher.
Have a good weekend. See you. Sorry about the problems at the beginning.
See you.
Bye. Okay. So yeah, people are worried about it because it's from China. TikTok started as Musical.ly, a lip sync app, and was acquired by the Chinese company ByteDance in 2017. The acquisition, so there's like a takeover, as in like the one buying another. It's like a business term. Acquisition, when you buy a business, you acquire it. The acquisition led to a national security investigation by the US government in 2019. So, you know, they're pretty serious about it. They think there's something fishy about this. The US Army and Navy instructed soldiers to delete the app from military devices in December. In March, 2 Republican senators introduced legal legislation, so that's like laws, that would prohibit federal employees from using TikTok on government-issued work phones. And in May, more than a dozen members of Congress called on the Federal Trade Commission to investigate the app for alleged Children's Online Privacy Protection Act violations. Okay, the problem is you got 12-year-old, like Adriana, now she's only like 12, 13 years old. And you have to protect children online, right?
What does mean alleged?
Alleged.
Yeah.
It's like accused. Where is it?
For alleged, yeah.
Yeah, it's like accusing them or like suggesting they did this, but it's not proved. It's not like 100% sure. It's said, but without proof.
Suppose.
Yes, exactly. Like, I allege that you have not been doing your homework.
Oh, I know.
But I have no proof. Okay. To allege something. And here's another example.
That app also works with Thesaurus.
Sorry?
That app also works with Thesaurus.
Yes, yeah, you have the dictionary, which is exactly, it's the definition, so describing the word using different words from the main word. And then you have the thesaurus, where thesaurus is a word for adjectives, similar words.
Oh, okay.
Same meaning. So to claim, to suppose, to purport, not so common. There's a lot of words. Like, how many words are there in the English dictionary? 270,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of words. And then if we do Spanish dictionary, oh, it doesn't tell me language. I think it's a lot less. English, the Oxford English Dictionary is about 600,000 words. And Spanish has 150,000. So English has 4 times more words. So I would just use like thesaurus.com. That's a nice, easy one. Okay. It's to make it more interesting, your writing. You want to avoid repetition as much as possible. Don't say the same thing. I went to the park and it was so beautiful, and I had a beautiful day, and everything was so beautiful, and it was all beautiful. It's like, oh no, that's getting really boring just to say beautiful, 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 beautiful. So you can find other words to enrich your vocabulary. And for example, beautiful, we have all of these synonyms, no?
Wow.
Yeah. Alluring, appealing, charming, cute, dazzling, delicate, delightful,
peaceful, delicate, delightful,
exquisite, fascinating, fine, good-looking, gorgeous, graceful, grand, handsome, lovely, magnificent, marvelous, pleasing, pretty, splendid, stunning, superb, wonderful. All synonyms for beautiful. Different words for beautiful. So if you're repeating a lot of the words, or you're saying every day, you're saying very, very, I'm very this, I'm very that. Sometimes you have a more specific word for it, and so the thesaurus can help.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just finish this article. On Monday, U.S. Secretary of State said the Trump administration was considering banning TikTok. Banning, that's a good one. To prohibit, to say no, 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 no more, you're not allowed. For example, banning, what could you ban? You used to be able to smoke cigarettes indoors in the house, in places, and they banned that. They banned it. So they said they stopped it, made it illegal. Officially or legally prohibiting, to ban something, B-A-N. So they were considering banning TikTok due to the national security threats. So they're taking this really seriously. They're like, oh, TikTok is dangerous. The biggest concern regarding TikTok is that its parent company, based in China, is required to share information collected on users with the Chinese government, said Douglas, a cyber security expert and professor of engineering at Vanderbilt University. This clearly has issues with regards to privacy for users, he said. Schmidt said other concerns were that the Chinese government would use the downloaded software to survey our activity. To survey, yeah? Silent L, you don't hear that. Survey, no se pronuncia la L. Survey, to like observe. Activity and content on TikTok user phones, particularly of those in the US military or government. Or censor is a good word. An official who examines books. No, that's not it. More. You have lots of. It's interesting in English because some words have two meanings. They have the same. They look the same, but they mean different things. What happened with my friend the other day? She was saying, funny, can't remember. It'll come to me later, but it was two words, but one was the verb and one was the noun, and so they changed meaning. So the verb is to examine, but the noun is an official who examines book. A censor is a person. But it could also be a verb, as in to examine officially and suppress unacceptable parts of the books. So if I swear now, and you know when you're watching TV, it goes beep if you make a bad word. If you say a bad word, it goes beep beep. That's to censor, to cover. Yeah, I don't want you to see it. I'm going to censor it.
Mm-hmm.
Or censor content on TikTok that doesn't conform with the Chinese government positions on human rights. Blah 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 blah. Okay. TikTok has been a presence in the US. TikTok did not immediately respond to requests for comment, but said in a statement about security was of the utmost importance. Utmost, this is like an expression here, of the utmost importance. While Amazon did not communicate to us before sending their email, and we just we dialogue. Okay, it's good to talk about things. Okay. Let's go to the wheel. Let the wheel decide. So I like to play this little game here, and this is fun to do if you don't know what to do when you're in quarantine. You could do an art project.
Art project.
Yeah, why not? Does anyone say anything in chat? No, chat's fine. Or phone an old friend, right? That's a nice thing to do. One more. Hone a new skill. So that's to develop a new skill. And that's what you're doing, learning English. So we are going to use my wheel that I made earlier. And we're going to choose a topic. Yeah, we're going to choose a topic of the day. If it's going to work, is it going to work or not? Is it going to work? Maybe give it a refresh. Refresh the page. Does anyone have any plans for the weekend? Anything going on that's interesting while this loads?
I was watching some videos of Hit Record by Joseph Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
He's an actor, so you can see the videos with subtitles. He just explained what he's doing while he's in quarantine.
Okay.
He also stay creative, and he every day do something new, like writing or painting or doing music too. It's interesting.
Is this an English person or a Spanish person?
Yeah, of course. It's a famous actor, Joseph Gordon. He made a lot of videos, movies. He's an artist too. So when you check his videos on YouTube,
Share
you
it in
can
the
see
comment.
it. Yeah,
Share-
okay, yeah, because his videos are with subtitles, and you don't have to do nothing. Just
Yeah.
you can see. It's a good videos, so I like it.
That's good, and it's all in English, right? So you're practicing your English.
Yeah, of course, because you can see all the words to what
Yeah,
he's speaking.
that's practice, right? Okay. Here we are. The wheel will decide for us what to do today. Reading. Did we do reading last time? Oh no, we did writing last time, yeah?
Reading.
Okay. So I like to use Google Slides sometimes to make presentations.
Oh, we have to read? Or?
No, we're gonna talk about reading. Let's talk. I like to do it like this. Let me just make a new one here. This is from the other week. And let's talk about reading. Who likes reading? Put your hands up.
It depends.
More or less.
Kind of. It's okay. Kind of.
More or less.
Yeah.
What kind of things do you like to read?
Gothic literature.
Wow. Gothic literature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's start with why. Why should we read, guys? What's the benefit of reading?
Benefits. You can escape from reality.
Yeah. Okay.
Another.
Also, it is like if you were talking with the author.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah.
So you can learn from him.
Understanding the author, the author's mindset or point of view on life, right?
Right.
Or just learning something new. If you want to learn something, just read.
Yeah.
Maybe is expand your vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly. That's another one. Expand your vocabulary. You could be reading in order to learn, like we just did that now. Did we do? No, we did writing, Darwin, right? We did writing last time.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just like brain training, isn't it? It's like your brain is a muscle. So it's kind of like keeps your muscles strong. Mental health. Right?
Yeah.
You can learn a new language reading. You've got the Hermanos Grimm, right? That's you can already start reading. So I like that. That's the why. Obviously, there's benefits, clear benefits here. You can, I guess, you could probably call this entertainment. Yeah, that's the escape from reality is entertainment. There is value in entertainment. We enjoy that. Okay, that's the why. What can you read, guys? Articles.
Yeah.
Books.
Or papers. It's equal to say article. Papers.
Articles are in the newspapers.
Oh no, there is a word paper. Papers.
Scientific papers?
Like journals.
Scientifics.
Yeah, that scientific.
Scientific papers, right? That's what you mean.
Yeah, okay.
Or essays.
Essays, yeah.
Yeah.
The newspaper.
The
Yeah,
news.
articles, news, the news. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the same, isn't it?
Books.
Well, these days,
Mm,
maybe it's not so much what, but how. Probably more like how to watch. Like we'll do that next. What else can you read? What do I read?
Blogs.
Blogs.
um, I'm not sure.
What's that?
Your notebook. Your notebook.
Yeah, you could read your own diary, right? Your notebook. Okay, okay, so where do you read? Where can you read? Let's do that. Where?
In my room.
Okay, what, in bed, I suppose, yeah?
In bed, yeah. In
the library.
In a library, right? Not possible now.
in your desktop too.
Yeah, on your computer, right?
Oh yeah.
And online.
What do you call escritorio? What do
Begins with a D.
escritorio
At your D.
at your
Desktop.
desktop? Yeah.
I would just go desk, isn't it? The desktop is.
Ah,
Desktop.
your desk. Just
Yeah.
just this. This
You do it. I like to read while traveling. That's usually a good time to read.
on the bus.
On the bus, exactly. On the bus, on the plane, on the train. Okay. Okay, this is going to probably sound like a bit of a weird one, but how do you... I might actually just add where as well. I think I'll just do the social media as well. No? Social media. Apps, maybe. How can you read? Now that might sound like a weird question, but how can you read?
How?
Yeah.
Make an example. I don't know.
Do you feel like you read in different ways, or do you always read the same way?
Hey, if you look something that is interesting for you, you can read more passionately, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
Is there, of course, yeah, Eric?
blind people can read with touching things.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
That's I didn't even think of that. Yeah. What is
Good
it?
one, good
Braille.
one. Braille. Yeah.
Right.
Story of the her name was Braille, I think, wasn't it? That was her name. Do you feel it? Yeah, Braille. Sign language as well. I think sign language is another one, isn't it? You can kind of read through. You can read through gestures, like people.
Sign language.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Like you can read through this.
Now we can watch it more in here in Peru in news or even in the world, right? There's always a people like this and this.
Yeah, I mean, we use our hands are also used for communicating. We don't just talk; we use our hands to talk and express ourselves. My hands are going crazy right now. But yeah, I'm going to put Braille and I'm going to put sign language. Okay, but I like what you're saying here. Like, there's different types of like reading. Yeah, if I go, for example, if I go to like the Amazon here, and if I go to the Guardian, okay, what kind of reading am I doing here? Am I doing passionate reading, or I'm just kind of like the mouse is going from here, and I'm having a look here, and then I'm going here, and I'm going over here, and then I'm doing a little bit over here, and if I like it, I click, yeah, and then I read it a bit more. or I might click this one, environment, right?
Mm.
And I might not read all of it. I might just see what's going on here. I might just skip a little bit. Okay, do you know what I mean? Like
It's
not really reading it in the same
it's
way. Mhm.
it's okay if I say that you are wandering.
So the more technical term is to skim or to scan read.
How are you skim skim scan scan read? Oh,
Yeah, skim reading or scan reading. So skim reading is like, yeah, like you're skimming. Like, I want to show you like an image of like what skimming is like. I feel like it's
Skimming.
on like on the water. But you can look at here. It's pretty low. There's a lot of videos obviously already on it. Skimming and scanning. They're reading strategies. It's the way to read, right? And that's just what we do every day. We look at the news, but we don't read everything. So we're skimming it, going,
Can-
yeah. We're kind of like, I would say skimming is like when you're reading it very quickly, but you don't know what you're looking for. So
yeah.
you just like we did in this one here. I'm just kind of clicking around, and I'm not really worried. I'm just skimming. I'm not really going into like to skim is to not go to profound, like stay on the surface. It's like be superficial. So I'm just like superficially checking out what's going on here. Okay.
It's a skim reading or skimming reading.
That's skimming. It's just I think
Skimming.
the difference is skimming and scanning. I would just say the skimming is you don't have an objective, but with the scanning there's an objective. So for example, scanning is like, okay, I'm looking for a
Specific information.
yeah, exactly. I'm really looking for something to help me. Like if I do a research paper on Machu Picchu or something, or on research paper on tourism in Cusco. I don't know if there will be this one, but maybe I'm looking for the amount of people who visit Cusco every year, right? That's what I want to find, this particular piece of information. I can't find this. Yeah. Maybe I go, how many people went to Cusco last year or something like that? Okay. Okay, 1.7 million sightseers. Okay, so I didn't read this. I didn't need to read this. I found that specific information very quickly because I was not reading everything. 1.7, yeah, sightseers. So that's up here. Skim reading is kind of reading without a specific purpose to find. Just kind of browsing, I would say.
Browsing.
Specific information within a text. Okay. So skim reading and scan reading, are they fast or slow reading? Is that fast or slow reading?
Skim is fast.
Yeah, they are both fast.
Wow, they're both fast. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both fast. The point is you're finding information. Now, this is obviously very important when you look at the IELTS exam, or if you want to do an English test. You are in the exam to find the information. It's not like you're there to go and, oh, what an interesting article and how enjoyable is this? No, you're looking for specific information that has been asked of you. So you're doing it, you want to do it fast because you don't need to read everything, right? They say the faster you read, the more comprehension. So if you read faster, you actually internalize faster. And the interesting thing about reading is you learn faster than it's the fastest way, the way you can learn. I think you can listen to somebody speak is about 200, maybe like 150 words per minute. or less, I think it's. But you can read like 400 words in a minute, so you can absorb more information from reading than from listening. It's a faster way to learn. Did you see the man who like can read a book in 4 seconds?
4 seconds.
Yeah.
No, no way.
Yeah, he does. He does it. I don't know. How many books do you think you read a year? I mean, this is interesting that, you know, Bill Gates reads 50 books a year.
Wow.
That is,
It's
there's one book a week.
a bookworm.
He's a bookworm. Yeah. He likes books.
Bookworm.
Yeah. Why?
Oh.
To get away, to learn new things, to make your mind healthy. But do you think he's reading it like really profoundly and slowly? Or is he scanning through the books?
Yeah.
I think he's busy, you know. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking a book, you know, and just going, you know, just kind of going through it kind of quickly and just finding a bit, you just trying to find the information that you want. You don't have to read all of it. In each book, there's a bit of gold, you know, there's a bit of gold there. This one is a really interesting book about English, mother tongue, by Bill Bryson, very famous actor, author, English author.
Oh. Poems counts like a book.
Yeah, I would. Poems are great. Mate, this guy can read 25,000 words per minute.
Per minute.
Per minute. 25,000 words per minute. That's a lot of information. But I remember watching his video, and he does give some tips about it. And he said, look, there's two types of reading. Like, if he's reading like that fast, he's not really enjoying it as much as he could. Yeah, just type it in later. Like, this guy's crazy. Like, he just reads so fast. He reads the whole book in 4 minutes, 43 seconds. But I would go and just type that in later and watch it later if you're interested. So the other way of reading is just like a relaxed reading, no?
Mm-hmm.
With and I would add that is with full imagination. Mm-hmm. So like when you're really reading something and you're liking it and you're enjoying it and you have time, maybe you're at the beach or on holiday, you can really start to get lost with the characters, with the situation, and you can really start to create a world in your mind. And that's the slow reading, right? That's when you're really enjoying like every word and taking time to read and enjoy that process. However, you're not always on holiday, and you're not always, asked to, sometimes people are depending on you to create solutions within a certain amount of time, or maybe you're taking an exam. And so there are times where you read fast and there are times when you read slow, right? You agree with that?
Yeah.
So skimming and scanning, yeah, you got to know when can I be enjoying it? When can I not? When you're doing an exam, for example, please read as fast as possible. 25,000 words per minute, ideally.
Wow.
Imagine how much you learn. If you learn 50 books every year, you're going to improve yourself so much, because how many other people are not reading 50 books per year? Maybe 1 in a million is reading it, like 50 books per year. So do you want to be in the 1 in the million, or do you want to be in the 99.999? No, you want to be the 1%.
Yeah.
How do you become the 1%? You do what the rest of everybody else is not doing. So yeah, that's how you get ahead. So we've got why, what, how, when, who reads books. We don't need to. Who reads books. What to read. We got that. Lots of things you could read in English. Okay. Try making a structure, find out what your preference is. Maybe, because what's interesting is the style as well, right? Of what's being written.
Style.
The
Mm,
style. This is more formal style, right? Whereas a book, especially a novel, you might have first person perspective. So talking with I went here, I went there.
oh
It
yeah.
could be third person. So with a narrator, he went there, she went there. It might be classical literature, which would mean using, there might be older words as well, like more classical words, which are not in use so much. This might be more technical. No, this one is going to be very formal,
Yeah.
right? This one's going to be very formal and technical. Blogs are going to be more informal text writing, right? So you have different styles for a different context as well. Kind of the how to write in here. There's a stylistic, but I guess that's more the way it's written than how you actually read it. What else? What else can I think of about reading? Yeah, if you could do this if you could do this like make a plan to read something this week. I have another challenge for you for this week, but I would say maybe we can do a reading challenge too. Okay. Monday, what are you going to read on Monday? A blog. Tuesday, read a news article.
So we have to send you voice email, voice
No,
message.
but you can. I want you just to do this. I want you to tick it off. I want you to be like, okay, how can I improve my reading, right? Because you have
Okay.
skills, but it's about putting a structure, like having a different opportunity to try different type of reading and improve your English, right? Wednesday, and I think if you do it for 1 week, you know, you can. We're starting on Saturday.
A poem.
Yeah, nice. I like that poem. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that. You could read a poem. Let's read a poem right now.
Hmm.
It's one of my favorite poems because it's exactly what we're doing today about.
Ruth.
Yeah, Mr. Kipling. Here you go. 6 honest serving men. This is kind of what I'm doing now with reading, right? I was thinking, okay, this is how I use logic. This is my logika. It's my logic is to categorize things, no? Of like this. So I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. Their names were what and why and when and how and where and who. Okay, so he has 6. He calls them men, but they're actually words, right? He's using these words, and they teach him everything. And that means, what does he mean by that? He doesn't ask closed questions like, "Are you a doctor?" Because then you get yes or no. No, I'm not a doctor. Okay, so are you an actor? No. Are you a fisherman? No. Are you, you keep guessing and you're never going to get. Instead, you can ask, what do you do? And then you'll get the answer. Oh, I'm a chef. Ah, okay. So using what, why, when, how, where, and who are your favorite friends. They're your favorite friends for you to find more information. And this is the poem. I'll continue it. I keep 6 honest serving men. They taught me all I knew. Their names are what and why and when and how and where and who. I send them over land and sea. I send them east and west. But after they have worked for me, I give them all a rest. I let them rest from 9 to 5, for I am busy then, as well as breakfast, lunch, and tea, for they are hungry men. But different folk have different views. I know a small person. She keeps 10 million serving men who get no rest at all. She sends them abroad on her own affairs. From the second she opens her eyes, 1 million hows, 2 million wheres, and 7 million whys.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, poems are a nice one. Rudyard Kipling, British. Yeah, so you could read it. Yeah, you can if you want to feel like accountable, then yeah, like send it to me. Be like, hey Ben, look what I've done. Look what I today I studied this. Show me, share it with me. I'm here to help you.
Okay.
But I like that a lot. A poem is really nice, a really nice one. If you want some poems, ask me. Say, Ben, I would like to know more poems in English. I'll send you some.
But I know some poems, but there's no in English, only Spanish. So what can I do? I have to translate, or I can send you in Spanish.
Oh yeah, you go just a list of, just using Google, you search list of famous English poems. And you have to find one, right? You have to find one that you like, that you love. Maybe
Okay, okay.
then next week you can share it with us, or you can share it on the VIP English Facebook group, no? You can
Okay.
share it on the Facebook group, and that would be nice for everybody else. And by the way, if you want, you can invite your friends. If you have friends and you think that this would help them, the Facebook group, then please invite them. There's no problems. So yeah, the 10 greatest poems ever written. Look it up, find it, come and share it. Also, if you find some new words, awesome. But be careful because they might be quite classical,
Yeah.
and if you
if
go
I'm
all the way
looking
back,
for a so if I'm looking for a melancholy poem,
search it.
wow.
Melancholic poem.
Oh, great.
Yeah, just use your logic. It's fine. Ode on Melancholy was
Wow.
there you go.
British
You
romantic
have
poem.
a poem summary and an analysis, and you could do the same thing, right? You could do Ode on Melancholy, YouTube analysis. This is the thing in English. Everything's in English.
Hmm.
There's a lot of information in English, and you can get good reviews. Who was telling me the other day about that? I think someone was telling me they use English for reviews to like a technology review, because you don't have a good review in Spanish, so you look for a technological review in English.
Okay, what's that?
Like review of the iPhone X or something. I don't know. Here is a review.
From my point of view, iPhone are quite expensive.
They are expensive. Yeah, they're more expensive than other phones for the same. But they are supposed to be more secure and and safer.
Yeah.
Not like Zoom. That was just weird. That
What weird.
very weird. That was so weird. That was so weird. Anyway, so Thursday.
Technology.
Okay, look, I don't know, a product review maybe, or something, or a service review. I don't know, something. Maybe you're looking at getting a new phone or something. Thursday, what could you read on Thursday? Maybe you could read one of those kids tales from the Grimm brothers. That's going to take you a little bit longer. No, that might take you. You could do that. You could do the Grimm brothers, but do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because I think it's quite long, like a story. If you're going to read a story, you could do story 1 here, 20 minutes. I would really only try to start with just 2 minutes. If you have problems motivating yourself, just say, hey, you Ben, or whatever your name is, say to yourself, hey, just do 2 minutes. It's not a lot, right? 2 minutes, not a lot. When you start doing 2 minutes, when you start reading, I think you'll start to think, oh, actually, this is interesting, and you'll do more. You'll easily do 20 minutes. But if you have a problem motivating yourself, just say, I'm just going to do 2 minutes. That's so easy. You can't go wrong. But I'm sure those 2 minutes will evolve into 20 minutes because you'll start to enjoy it. It's the hardest part is starting. Okay, we all know that. Always the hardest part is to start something. But when you get started, it feels easier, feels better, and you'll start doing more reading. So you could either do the story every day, poco a poco, todos los días, or you could change it. You could change the type of article, and we can discuss it next week. Okay. I want to give you another challenge as well. Okay, that's one challenge you can do. The second challenge is to do a video introduction.
What? No.
Yeah.
Oh, at the beginning of the class.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would say you could either. No, I want you to send it to me, or you can share it on the Facebook. I would like you really to share on the Facebook group.
Mm.
Yeah. Why do it? Because it's going to help your confidence.
It's challenging.
It's a challenge. It's something. Maybe it's going to develop your online skills, your video editing. You know, you're going to think about your audio. It's going to. That's a good thing, right? Develop your speaking confidence.
Vocabulary too.
No, I was gonna say more like public speaking skills, like having a good voice with good tone. That's what I want you to think about. You know, being clear, speaking clearly, not too fast, not too slow. And it's going to be very interesting to self-analyze yourself. Okay. So really interesting to then watch the video back and go, oh my god, really, do I sound like that? Or oh, that doesn't sound right, that's weird, that sounds strange. And you'll hear it, you'll hear your own mistakes. So it'd be very interesting for you to do that.
Well, I'm not sure about it, but I found that in my case, when I speak English, I have to open my mouth more to speak like this. It's quite difficult for me to do that.
This is what the taking a video will do. It will help to see yourself, and it is uncomfortable and it's a bit weird and you're looking at yourself, but it is useful to have the analysis, to look at yourself and to go, I'm not doing as good as I could do, or I could improve here, right? That's the point. You want to be able to see the problem so you can make them better.
Better.
Yeah. If you're gonna, this is the future, guys. The internet's the future anyway. So making a small video about yourself would be great, I think, anyway. Like, for example, if you want to get a job, you know, you could send them the link and say, hey, look, this is a video introduction I did in my English classes. And it basically shows that I'm really good at presenting myself, right? I have a good level of English, and you have a video as proof. You can, I quite like Canva, so you can make it look cool using Canva. I think it's free. It is free for most people. If you make the video on if you just make your video like on your phone, that's fine. And you can make videos using Canva. So, like this one, right? I don't know. So if I do this like literally right now with you, you can see how to do it, yeah? So I take my camera, I record myself. My camera broke this week. That was really annoying.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
Not a good week, bad week. Okay, so I'm gonna say, hello, my name is Ben, I'm from England, and I can speak very good English. Of course I can. Mi español no es tan bueno, debería ser lo mismo para mi español, porque sé que cuando escucho mi español, no hablo así, también no muevo nada.
Yeah.
Boca.
But you can speak French too.
Oui, je parle français aussi. French c'est compliqué, hein? C'est compliqué le français.
Je ne parle bien le français.
Ça c'est bien, ça c'est bien. Yes, when you learn two languages, the third language is easier. Okay, it's proven, scientific. If you already have two languages, then learning a third language, learning a fourth language, learning a fifth language gets easier. Wow. And there are so many benefits to speaking two languages or more. It's really good for your development of your brain. It keeps your memory clear. And apparently also it helps remove like dementia, so problems when you're older with having dementia, also going crazy. So I've just received my video. And where is it? Where's my video? Is it coming? And I should just be able to upload it. I just dragged it here. Was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. So I take the file. There it is. Here I am.
Hello, my name is Ben. I'm from England and I can speak very good English.
Right? I could take an element here. I want it to go.
You can edit.
Yeah, just making it look kind of a little bit. It's not necessary, but I don't really like. I kind of want to. You could use a different template, maybe. I don't know why this one is not exactly how I wanted it. But I could put here a grid, and that will go into it. There you go. And I can put my name here. I can do my little logo. This is what I do. I go to folders. I go to my logos. Put my little logo here.
Oh.
Yeah, got my different logos. Put it there, and there I got a
Hello,
semi.
my name is Ben. I'm from England and I can speak very good English.
Okay, that wasn't very complicated, right? That was not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, you can edit it, move it up or down, whatever. Okay. Try and do it. If you've got, you can do it different ways. You can do it spontaneously. So you can just go, I don't need to plan it. I'm just going to talk. Or you can create a structure. Okay, so you could say, if I go, a structure usually helps, but you don't want to have like every single sentence planned either, because then you lose the fluidity. A good structure is, I like this one, is what, so what, now what. Or you can change it to who. So who am I? I'm Ben. So what? Like, well, I'm learning English, or I'm an English teacher. And now what? If you want, we could talk more English. So who am I? I'm Ben, and I'm an English teacher, and we can talk more tomorrow. That's who, that's what, so what, now what. That's one structure you could use. Or you could do like the one we did before with the Rudyard Kipling, like the who, the what, the why, the how, where. You could ask questions to yourself. Where are you from? Why do you learn English? Why am I learning English? I'm learning English because I would love to move to the United States and do this and yada, yada, yada. Okay, guys, so what do you think? That would be cool. If you can do that, please share it on the Facebook groups. Make a little interview, 2 or 3 minutes. Try it. I don't think it'll be, if you don't want to share it, fine, on publicly, that's fine. Just send it to me. Send it to me privately. And if you're feeling courageous, if you're feeling brave, then share it on your Facebook, on the Facebook group. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. I feel like we've been speaking for nearly an hour and a half. We had a bit of technical problems at the beginning, but I hope that you learned something tonight. That you got some new vocabulary. That you had obviously a lot of time listening to me. So that's great for practicing your English, because like the babies know, like los niños, Elizabeth, I'm sure you know this, con tu hija, primero se escuchan antes que hablan. Okay, so first we listen, and then little by little you can feel more confident about talking. But I could also encourage you to meet with each other and practice your English together as well. More practice, better, right?
Okay.
Has anyone got any questions or anything? Is everyone happy? Is everyone going to have a nice weekend? Everyone feels okay?
Teacher, you can show the reading challenge.
What, sorry?
You can show reading challenge. The last.
All right.
This one?
Yes. Okay, teacher. Yeah, it's okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, so you've just got, you can either do the story every day, you could do a story, or, you know, as in, because a story is long, right? The story is it's much longer than a poem or a blog or a news article. So you could break it down, but don't try and do too much. Try for 2 minutes, in between 2 to 20 minutes. That's the reading challenge. And then there's more of a personal challenge, which is the personal video introduction. Like I said, I would love to hear your English. I would love to see how you present yourself. And I will be able to give you tips about how you're presenting yourself on camera. I will help you with your English, and I will help you with, you know, your public speaking. So it's not, I'm not just an English teacher. I try and help. I'm not just a one-trick pony. We saw this last week, I think, a one-trick pony. Yeah, when I don't only teach English. I teach in context of life. Life is not just English. Life is life. So we should teach around life. Okay, guys, have a good one.
So at a next class, maybe we can read some paragraph to listen us how we pronounce different words.
Yeah, I very much welcome your suggestions. If you want anything in specific, then please let me know in the group chat.
No, just like you were doing, for example, in the news. For example, okay, Carlos, just read these sentences. I want to hear your pronunciation, intelligibility, something like this.
Yeah, I got
I
you.
don't know. Just,
Yeah, I understand. Not everyone is so okay with speaking publicly. But again, this is why this video will be good for you to do that, because I will help you in that. And it's a little bit more, it gives you time to do it in your own time. Some people don't like being put on the spot. Hey, read this, you, now.
no, no.
That's not always the best way, is it? So this is why I want you to do the extra homework outside of class. Send it to me and I will help you. Yeah? But generally in the live calls, I would say it's 80% me speaking, because it's more, you need to listen before you can speak, but we can find strategies. We can find other strategies for how can you get more practice, right? We can think of ways to make you practice more, but we can't always necessarily do it in the live calls. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you want, you could always pay. You can pay me, and I'll do it. Like we can do one-on-one coaching. Like, but that obviously costs. It's obviously you have to invest in that. So I'm not trying to sell you anything tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm just trying to help you, yeah. But yeah, like sometimes we will do. I want to do like on the Facebook group. Sometimes we'll do some conversation stuff, some live stuff. But push me, say Ben, can we do it today? And I lo hago. Igual, si tienen cosas específicos que quieren repasar en estas clases, avísame antes de la clase para que lo puedo prepararlo. Yeah. But anyway, go and read, do the reading, do some reading esta semana, va a estar súper útil, okay? Y haz lo que es el video también, porque yo sinceramente les voy a ayudar en sus presentaciones de ustedes mismos y de sus inglés, okay? So finished?
Yes, okay.
Nice to see you, Ben.
You too, mate. Thanks for paying attention. Thank you for being here, as always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, recuerden que si no han tomado su examen, tomen su examen del 21 días para recibir su certificado. Yeah. Take the exam, and yeah, en esta semana va a estar más material, and then pronto vamos a tener nuevos cursos también, probably de exámenes internacionales, o voy a hacer el speaking, like de los sonidos, and poco a poco. Pero no es tan fácil crear cursos tampoco. So, patience. Okay, guys, I'll see you next week. Same time next week. Thank you.
I really enjoyed this class.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Goodbye.
See you.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Tata for now.
See you, everyone.